scale is a liar. And before you start your weight loss journey, you need to watch this video to protect your own mental health. Lost 123 pounds and have been on a weight loss journey for the past 13 years. And I was just like you, where I only relied on the scale. The scale controlled my emotions, my outlook on the day, what I did for that day. It became very toxic. But these last 18 months, I healed my relationship with the scale and discovered different ways to track my weight loss journey that has been so healing and so freeing on this new successful weight loss journey. But before we get into the video, if you've never seen my face before, hi, my name is Janae. I make a lot of content focused on fitness, wellness, and self-development and helping you live your best healthy and active life. So if that sounds like something you're into, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like this video, it tells the algorithm that this is a helpful video and pushes it out there to other girlies who may need it on a weight loss journey. And comment down below and let me know the different ways that you track your weight loss journey. So I was once a person who got on the scale every single day. First thing I would do after I peed and pooped, took off all of my clothes, I would jump on the scale, and depending on what that number would say, would tell me how my day was going. If the scale went up, I was having a bad day. I was probably going to throw the day away and have it be a cheat day that turns to a cheat weekend and turns to a cheat week. Or if it went up, then I would get so restrictive on myself and go into a severe deficit that day and work out extremely hard. On the other hand, if the scale went down, then I would take a back seat. I would be like, oh, okay, it's been going down. Maybe I can have a little cheat this, cheat that. Or it would go down and I would be extremely happy that, again, I would restrict myself because I want to keep chasing that little fix, that little high that I would get. And then the next day, if that scale went back up, it's a constant cycle of just being triggered. When I started my most successful weight loss journey last year, I told myself I was going to actively only weigh myself once a week and then do a weigh and tape once a month. And tape is where I got my inches. And that was going to be it. I needed to get off the scale because it could not control my emotions. The journey that I'm going through is already emotional. And if you don't know, I did have weight loss surgery. I talked about it in different videos. And so I wanted this journey because it didn't look like no other journey. I needed it to be and feel different. And so because of that, I decided to figure out other ways to track my weight loss. And you need to do the same thing to not only help your mental health, but tell you what your body is doing internally. So let's talk about the different ways that you can track your weight loss journey. So of course, we have the scale. The scale is a good metric of data to tell you what your body is doing, but it is not the only metric of data that tells you what your body is doing. And honestly, the scale is the devil, okay? The second way I track my weight loss is through my body measurements, taping myself. I would get a body tape and I would tape my arms, tape my shoulders, tape my neck, my chest, my waist, my abdomen, my hips, both calves and both thighs. I have been doing this for years now, but month to month on this new weight loss journey, and I see the inches go down every single month. Now on TikTok and Instagram, which if you're not following me on TikTok and Instagram, make sure you're following me. I post a lot of different content over there, but the constant question that I always get is what app I'm using to track my weight loss process because it looks interesting. There's a lot of data. It looks different. I use the Renpho scale and the Renpho body tape. And those two things, you can find them on Amazon. I'll have them linked down in the description box. But those two pieces of equipment comes with a free app. I've been using Renpho for years now. It's the only thing I use. I probably won't switch just because it has all of my data, but it Bluetooths my weight, it Bluetooths my body measurements. It keeps all of that information in there and I get to see what my body is doing month to month or as I'm just putting in the data. The third way I track my weight loss is through my clothing sizes. And not only that, I held onto a couple of pieces of clothing that I had from my higher weight, my bigger weight. And I suggest you do the same thing because it's such a different just a little kick when you get into those clothing and you can fit into only one pants leg or whatever the case may be. I was a 3X top and a 22 jean, and I am now down to like a medium top and a small bottom. It's a drastic change because I pretty much lost an entire person. And again, it's showing me that I'm losing weight, I'm losing body fat. And sometimes that change can be different from what that number is showing on the scale. Your body is still moving in different ways. And this is yet another way to pay attention to that. And so a lot of people, they keep like a dress size, a pant size, a shirt, whatever the case may be, and they hold on to it as they're losing weight month to month. They'll take pictures in it, or every 6 months they'll take pictures in it, and just to see where you started and where you're at now. So that's a little tip for you if you wanna make your weight loss journey fun. Another way I track my weight loss journey is through my before and after pictures and videos. Now, if you were like me, you probably did not like people taking pictures and videos of you when you were your higher weight. You was probably the selfie queen, and you know exactly how to catch your angles right here in this little frame, and that was that. But I would challenge you to go ahead, especially if you're just about to start your weight loss journey, have some people take pictures and videos of you. Take some pictures and videos of you, of yourself, of your hands, of your feet, of your face, your front, your back, like everything. Take pictures of everything and do it month to month or every so often. And not only that, take pictures of you in a sports bra and panties or shorts, and then in different dresses, different outfits, jeans, shorts, like just so you can compare them later. I'm telling you, it is so fun for me to see the comparison videos and the comparison pictures time after time. And I'm like, wow, so much has changed within me and my face and my body. And it's insane, especially when body dysmorphia is, you know, doing what it does. It really just grounds you and tells you, no, you're making the change. Even when that scale, again, is not showing that and not reflecting it, you are making the change. And the last way I track my progress is through my non-scale victories. And this doesn't even have to do with any number whatsoever. This is specifically telling you what your internal health is doing. And I'm gonna make a video of 18 months worth of non-scale victories. It'll be linked in the cards when it's made. But I just can't believe all of the different victories I had, and I'll give you a couple examples. Like being able to find my veins easily without people having to dig for it because I have such big arms, or having a normal blood pressure cuff and not a thigh cuff to get my blood pressure, running and not having any joint pain, not sweating when I'm walking. I mean, just the list can go on. I have so many non-scale victories. Something that my registered dietitian told me early on in my weight loss surgery journey, because I was going through stalls a lot, and she was like, well, are you tracking your weight loss in other ways? This is important because if you are moving in other ways, but the scale isn't, then you're not actually plateaued. You're not stalled out, and you need to start looking at it like that. And the moment she told me that, the moment I realized, you know what, you're right. And if I think about it, there hasn't been one time in the last 18 months that I did truly stall. Like, yeah, maybe the scale might have went up or didn't move at all or went down a little bit, but I always had change month to month somewhere in my body. And that has helped me mentally on my journey to where now, if I get on the scale, it doesn't matter what that number says, it doesn't affect me. And I can say that and truly believe that it doesn't affect me. I can now get on that scale every single day if I want to. And sometimes I'll go weeks without getting on the scale. Sometimes I'll go days and get on it every single day. It just depends on how I feel. But no matter what it is that I do, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me. And even if I know I had a day full of fast food or whatever the case might be, even though I do eat healthy most of the time, I have a day where I indulge and I'll get on the scale. And if it did go up, and most of the time it's not. See, that's the thing. Previously, it would go up. I would breathe and I would gain 5 pounds. So dramatic. But That was the truth. That was my truth. Now, if it goes up, it's like, okay, I don't over restrict myself. I will just do what it is that I normally do, because I know there's a thing called water weight. There's a thing called your cycle affecting your weight. There is so many different factors that will affect your weight. If you had too much sodium, I mean, if you didn't have a proper poo, there's so many things that can affect your weight. And so I'm not going to stress about that number day in and day out, going up and down, fluctuating. I use my Renpho app to look at the data over time to see what it is that I'm truly doing. And I know deep down that I'm truly living a life of balance and moderation and eating whole food pretty much 95% of the week. And I'm working out pretty much 5 days a week. So I know that I'm being a good steward of health and eating in a calorie deficit and moving my body. So whatever that scale does, whether it fluctuates, it doesn't matter, because I know deep down that I'm doing the right thing for me. Eventually it will break and it will go down or stay the same or whatever my goal is at the time. And so I want you to take these tips and remember that before you even start your own weight loss journey. Start it now. Start healing your relationship with the scale now. That way it doesn't control you and your brain, and you're feeling like your self-worth is connected to that number on the scale. You have different ways to track your weight loss. It's telling you a different story. Prioritize your internal health and romanticize this journey for you so that it's not toxic and it's not anything that you used to do before. I really hope this video helped you guys. I really like to bring proper perspective to you all when you're about to launch your own weight loss journey. As someone who has been stuck in diet culture for 12 years and have done everything that everyone online has suggested, and a lot of that information honestly has been very toxic to my own internal health and my mental health. And so when I give you guys these tips, I know that I'm coming from a place of healing. And so I can give you those tips in healing and know that what it is that I'm saying, because I know that I am really inspiring and influencing people on their journey, that I want to make sure that I'm not putting out anything that can be detrimental to your own journey. And so I hope that that is what you're getting from my videos. And if you haven't seen my top 3 weight loss tips video, I will link it in the cards, along with my top 3 fitness tip videos. I'll also link that in the cards, because these are realistic tips to help you on your sustainable weight loss journey. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon. That way you're notified every single time I post a new video. Make sure you follow me on my TikTok and my Instagram. On Instagram, I post a lot in my stories. I'm posting different questions and polls and all of that stuff. And on TikTok, I'm posting lives all the time where you can ask your questions in the moment. So make sure you follow me over there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.